Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Legends of Aria. Today I'm going to be working on my vendor. It's been on my mind for quite some time now. I've been kind of working on my carpenter to get it to the point to where I could actually what's going on here? I'm hearing a double sound somewhere. Okay, hold on a second. Why isn't this skipping? Repeat and shuffle is on. So I'm having a problem with my sound system this morning. Hopefully things will be back up to normal. Alright, so I've been wanting to do a vendor for quite some time. I do have an okay spot for a vendor. A lot of my stuff is building up. So I started working on a carpenter to be able to create the things I need to kind of start a vendor to as well, like a table to be able to put stuff out. I'm not going to just lay stuff out on the ground. I think that looks really tacky. And if I'm going to do a vendor, I want to do it right. I don't want to half-ass it. So, I think I have currently have some cash on me. And I need to find a vendor. That's the problem. It's like, where do I go to find a vendor? I've seen them just in like random places. And I'm all, oh look, there's a vendor for hire out in the middle of the woods. So I really don't know where to go currently. Because they're NPCs that just wander around, I believe. So this guy has bags for sale. I just need to buy a pouch because I got all these recipes. Somebody decided just to throw all these recipes in one of the crates near the bank. And I was like, okay, well there's lots of repeats, I can see that. But I'll use them all. I'll even sell them, like 1 silver each. There's a spell book in there too? Wait a minute. Why does it say out? I was looking for the wrong thing. Like bone dagger recipe, broadsword recipe, full plate recipe, great axe, hammer, katana, saber. I mean, I know that you'll get a lot of these just working on blacksmithing anyway, but if I can just learn them, I might as well just learn them. That's what I've deciphered. So I'm going to go to my house, show you my house and vendor location. I did get a table set up. I did get 2 chests set up on that table. So like this is a merchant, but that's somebody that already owns that merchant. So I have to figure out where they spawn. And I have to go hire one. And then I have to lead them back to my house. So that's kind of the first mission today is to... Okay, so I set up a little, a light, or basically a campfire, and I set up a table with 2 chests. So that's going to be my vendor location. It's not too far away from town. It's really not that bad of a spot. I'll probably sell things fairly cheap. Like I was thinking about selling horses for like 1 silver. I mean, might as well. I pretty much tame them as I'm just running around doing random shit anyway. And I have way too many horses, so if I could just sell them off for 1 silver each, I would get more storage space. Hey, one of the things I wanted to do though was last stream or last night we did the Tree Awakening, which is a big champ spawn, which was a ton of fun. We got into some PvP action, and I was able to get into a fight, chase a PvPer down, and finish him off, and ended up getting his loot, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to put his loot on. It's called Free Upgrades. So he had a hood. That looks pretty sick. Then he had some pants. Can't notice that really, but then he had this sweet-ass robe. I guess it just changes the color. Looks exactly the same as the cloth mage robe. Kind of like the mage hat better than that ninja looking type mask. I mean, it's probably got a defense difference to it though. Yeah, that one's +1 defense, but I don't know, I like the mage robe better. Why do the pants have to stick through the robe? It just totally ruins it. Anyway, I know I'm being a little picky, but alright, so that was a delicious beer. Let's just wear it anyway, because it's all about the defense. Alright, so I need to find a vendor. So this vendor location's not too bad. Typically the camera faces, I think, like this, just as default. And so people running by this road will see my, my location. And it's only like a minute from town. So it's not too far. And I just plan on selling like shit I find, not stuff I craft. So I'm probably just gonna sell. I mean, I have lots of reagents that I could sell, so I'm probably gonna set up reagents for sale. Probably set up jewelry for sale. I have way too many treasure maps, so I could probably sell off some treasure maps. Some of the lower level ones for like 1 silver each. Alright, so I don't know if anybody has any suggestions of where to go to find a merchant, but I thought I would just start by, walking around town. Just like lumberjack dudes. The entertainer, maybe I can hire the entertainer for my house. You know what I mean? Entertainer. It's a keyword right there. Stonemason. Mission dispatcher. So we got a hunter. Innkeeper. There's another entertainer. Edmund the locksmith. doctor. Alan the apprentice. Oh, here's a merchant for hire. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted a girl merchant. I wonder if all merchants are guys. You know, because I needed a girlfriend. That's the best way to get a girlfriend in this game, is to buy one. So the two choices here is Isaac or Michael. Michael the merchant. He's got some nice chops. Well, let me just... I'm not going to be picky. Or I am going to be picky. I'm not going to just buy the first merchant I run across. So I know there's merchants there. Let's go look for another location for merchants. It's not really beneficial to do that. That's kind of lame. It should be. It should give you a slight advantage to stay ahead, so you can teleport away from somebody. So, like, every merchant I'm seeing, though, is probably a guy. Like, Melvin. Let's see if we can actually find any merchants that are chicks. Brian. Because it might not even be a thing. That'd be so lame. Jeremy. Gregory. I'm just looking at people's merchants. Joseph. Pierre and Joseph. Oh wait, Robert. Gregory. Okay, I thought that was a Tiffany, but it was Tiffany's merchant. I don't think there's any girl merchants. Oh wait, Vincent. Mark. Dude, I'm gonna do a bug report. There's no girl merchants. I'm a little disappointed. Garrett. Martin. Anthony. Hawkwind, I'm doing really well, bud. That was some fun-ass shit last night, dude. I remember fighting next to you a couple times. Did you tame that crocodile while we were there? Did you just, like, swoop up that crocodile? Okay, well, I think I've came to the conclusion there's no girl merchants. Mark. Melvin. Brian. Oh, yeah, okay. The croc looked kind of nasty, but I don't know what level the croc is. I never tamed it. But then there was those spiders there. Were you able to tame one of those giant spiders, too? Okay, so I am at the conclusion that there is no such thing as a female merchant. I don't even know why that's the way it is. I mean, why are they entertainers but not merchants? So hence I am going to probably get Michael the merchant. Okay, so those ones were probably not tameable because they were spawning at the champ spawn. But I believe there is one of those spiders that rarely spawns, kind of like the wolf and the bear. All right, Michael, let's go. Yeah, the huntress. Come on, Michael, pick up the pace. Well, let's fill out a bug report, because that's just terrible. It's a bug report with a question mark. That's the high quality bug reports right there. Come on, come on. Oh, he makes the gate. Look at this. There's carpets in the game. It's amazing. I didn't know there was carpets. Some people's houses are getting pretty fancy. I'm looking forward to making my house look really cool. But then again, I don't want to just go out and buy everything to make my house look cool. It's kind of like my end game. Over time, my house is going to start to look really cool. Oh, too bad he just doesn't say, I am guarding you. Take a merchant to battle. He's really slow, but really powerful. Alright, so I don't know what to do from here. So do I stand where I want him to stand? Okay, lead the way. I'm leading the way. Why aren't you following me? Okay. Okay, lead the way. I am leading the way. It's right there. Stand right there. Oh, wait. So, does he... Okay, so... I wonder if you can, like, decorate him. So, decorate. It's not locked down. Okay, and then you can't move him. So that was like, you get one chance to put him down. I mean, I got him pretty close to where I wanted him, but I wanted him more in the center of the table, but, you know, can't be too picky. All right, so... So this is where I could probably get some horses out there for sale. That's weird. I can't move the horse any closer. Like it says, that's not my land on this side of the table. It's like, what? That means I need to move my vendor and move the table. And I can't move the vendor. It doesn't make any sense. Can those go out that side? So I didn't even realize that. And I'd like to be able to use the full table. So if I I spent 1 silver on Michael. If I dismiss Michael now, will I be able to talk to him again? And then move him again? Or is he just going to vanish and I have to go run and get another vendor? I mean, that's what I'm going to have to do anyway, so let's test it out. Oh, yeah, he gates off. Okay. Well, at least I figured that out before the fact. So... Alright, so bad news is I have to go get another vendor. Good news is I figured it out before it was too late. because I don't want to. I want to have full access to my table. I don't want to be stuck only being able to place stuff on half my table. So, goal was to be able to do this. And then you can put like the items in front of the chest that are in that chest for sale. So there's going to be horses in that chest. Of course, I can label chests or whatever, but that's pretty obvious that there's going to be so can you name it? Select a lockdown object. What? Oh, right here. This house has been named to horses? That's a house rename change. Okay, I renamed my horse. I renamed my horse for my house. I thought there was a way you could rename this dang chest. I guess I thought there's no way to rename items like that? Okay, anyway. Time to go back to town. Time to get another vendor. And do the slow walk. All right, Garrett, let's go. I'll take reagents. Free? Sure. 11. It's worth it. It seems like it's been raining for like an hour. Oh. Never mind. Oh, those guys just barely make it through that gate. So yeah, these guys have some pretty elaborate vendor stuff set up. Then again, I'm not really planning to do the huge vendorage. I just want to get some of my excess stuff up in there and for sale, make more space in my house to be able to hold things that I want to keep. Wish they had indoor lightings, like, I mean, it must be end game, or you must have to find that stuff. I've seen a candle, like I've seen that candelabra with the 3 candles on it. Maybe you get those from fishing, treasure maps, I'm not too sure. Is there going to be 2 copper? Yeah. So it's a little tedious putting all these in here like this. I mean, I probably could just all stack them here on 3 of them. Using the list seems to make it a little easier. That was nice. I made quite a bit of space there for horses. I'd like to kind of sell some jewelry too, because I just have way too much jewelry. Basically, gems are designating the different types of jewelry. What's up, Dan? I'm on the Azure Sky server, bud. Did you break down and get it? Alright, so that would be where all my jewelry will be sold. So the jewelry I find is either +1 or +3. I've never found any +2 jewelry, which is a little strange. Seems a bit empty. I mean, there's select hotspots of like mobs and stuff that you have to go and find, if that's what you mean by empty. I mean, I kind of felt that same way too until I figured out areas to go. They're part of the areas of the map that are kind of don't seem like they have anything. But I mean, I have 3 different characters, and I've found plenty of things to do with those characters. I don't think those should be 30 silver. That's a little much. It's not very forgiving. I mean, I could probably put containers and containers in here, but... What town would you recommend you start in? I started out in Vallis, but if you start out in Elder Village, then you'll be near where I am, because my house is right here. And you're welcome to come to my house, and I can make you part co-owner, and you can use my house and stuff in my house. So if you want to do that, that is an option for you, Dan. I started out in Vallis, which was down here. But I currently live next to Elder Village. Alright, so those are the +1s, but I also have +3. Here's a +3 will necklace, okay? So we'll put that up there. +3s are a different story. But this one's just will. It's not like it's constitution. So I'm assuming this one's going to be about 50 silver worth. So the +3s are probably worth 50 silver. Unless it's a +3 con. Okay, and then the wisdom, I would say they're probably as much as the will. So they're probably 50 silver as well. And then the con are a little more powerful. Those ones, I think you could probably get away for selling them for almost 1 gold, but I'm going to say they're going to be worth 80 silver. Because the +3 con is pretty juicy. Okay, and now I have a +3 ruby ring. Which is going to be probably 80 silver as well. a +3 sapphire ring. I'll probably make that 50 silver. +3 will ring. Probably 50 silver as well. Now 50, I can make 75 silver in like an hour run to a dungeon. And occasionally I'll find 1 or 2 +3 items. So if you kind of gauge that, that's how I'm kind of gauging the pricing on these things. You know, and over time things could change. So I have a +1 wisdom ring. Okay, so the +1 wisdom ring is probably going to be similar to the necklace, so 20 silver. +1 con ring will probably be 30 silver. Do I have any will rings? I must have dropped them on the ground. Drop them on the ground, but I always keep the Constitution ones because those ones I go out farm with. The +1s, you know, you might as well always have one of those on. Okay, so I know I have jewelry on my other characters as well. So my thief has tons of more jewelry in his house because he gets quite a bit from going out to dungeons. So, extra recipes. That's what I would like to sell in this bag. But I don't know which ones I can keep, and that can't hold anymore. Can't hold any more containers. I thought I took a bunch of... Okay, I took all the horses out of that, so that's why it should fit. There we go. So yeah, setting up a vendor seems like it takes quite a bit of time and effort. You know, some of those people have pretty elaborate stalls set up. And see, I got so many maps. So I have 70 treasure maps in there, plus a grip more right here. I could probably sell some of my lower end maps, which I'll probably go through and have to go through all my maps and sell those lower end ones for like 1 silver each or whatever. And then also too, I was thinking about selling reagents because I have like 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. This doesn't even include the other stuff that I have. And I got a vendor. People are going to stop by. Unless that's Dan. They're going to take a look. Yeah, tantalizing jewels. What is that? All right. So I would really like to get those recipes out on the table. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to take a quick break. Use the bathroom. I'm going to switch to my vendor or my crafter character. I'm going to get my crafter here. I'm going to get him to determine which recipes I don't need anymore. And then I'm just going to put them all out for sale for pretty damn cheap. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. All right, so let's see here. Oh, 2 minutes before I can use that. Guess I'll just run back to town. That guy has set up a vendor spot and a house spot, but he hasn't... This guy right here. He's had this set up for days. He hasn't built a house. I wonder if he's going to even pay his taxes, you know? Look at this elaborate vendor setup. And those candles do glow. Jelly, I want some candles. I want some lights on the inside of my house. Jiggle neck? What the? Alright, so here's a bunch of shit. Alright, so nothing I'm going to really take to my vendor. I just got to eventually move that stuff into my house, I believe. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick switcheroo on accounts. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I believe all these ones are the ones I already have. Rest loom and anvil. Inscription table. So somebody threw all these recipes in the boxes near the bank. So I just picked them out of the boxes. A lot of repeats. Bone dagger. These ones I don't really care about the price. Let's see how many I can just get fit in this bag here to sell. I have some higher end ones that are like the anvil and like the crafting table recipes. I think are a little harder to get, or some people may just want to, you know, not get them, or I don't know. Don't really have to organize them, because if you shop by the list down here, you can just look through the list and see what's available. What do you say? Hello there, I'm selling items. Feel free to browse. That's nice. I'm not here to buy stuff. I'm here to... are you serious? Like, only my main can do this now? So, this isn't considered my merchant. That is fucked up. So that to me is not cool. That means my main has to always log in to control my merchant. Alright, well I guess that's all I really needed that guy for, is to slurp up all the missing recipes that I have, and now I gotta kind of switch back to my main, which is a little silly, but I guess let's make that switch. Take that ruby necklace. So apparently you can dress your merchants now. Damn, I should have brought my merchant clothes. So my merchant started out with merchant clothes that looks really cool, which would look cool on a merchant. But I got a red shirt here, so I'm going to test out the changing clothes. Beggar leggings? No. Just got beggar shirt and beggar leggings. Okay, let's take the... Let's see what I got in here. Thief shirt? No. Thief leggings? Nah. Cloth pants? Wonder if I can give him a torch. And a mage hat. Nice. At nighttime, he'll light up his torch. I think it automatically does. Sweet. What else could he hold? Probably a little dagger. Where's our reagents in here? He's got a dagger on his hip. See if I can sell those for 30 silver. I'll most likely just drop the price as time goes, but the +3s are always sought after. So those are probably worth keeping at higher prices. probably not the smartest way to set items for sale, because anybody can just come loot them here, but all these I picked up off the ground anyway. Well, I think I created a lot of more space in my house by doing that. Let's see here. So now I'm selling mounts here, extra recipes, and then jewelry here. So, got the vendor situation started. Which is pretty cool. Archer Tamer. Yeah, let me turn the music down a tad bit here. So, Archer Tamer, you're going to want to have healing, of course. So it's going to be a little difficult. So you might have to drop armor altogether, because you do need animal lore, animal taming. You don't need beast mastery, but beast mastery would be to increase the damage of your beasts or your pets. So that's 3 right there. And then you're going to have archery, then you're going to have healing, and then you're going to have vigor. Those are your 6. That means you cannot have an armor skill. So you can make choices by only going up to 80. So if you do like 80 archery, 80 vigor, 80 healing, that leaves you 60 more points that you could spend somewhere else. So you don't have to GM every skill. You can go to 80 and still be pretty useful. But animal lore determines your healing of your pet. Healing determines the healing of yourself. And then vigor determines your vigor is basically like anatomy and tactics put together. So vigor is kind of important. But you could do, you know, like 80 vigor, 80 archery, 80 healing, 80 beast mastery. You don't have to max out beast mastery, I don't believe so. But yeah, you have to make choices. So even this character, I'm a tamer mage, right? And so I've knocked my channeling down to 50 and I blocked it at 50. I'm probably going to do magic affinity at 50 as well once I reach that point. Magic affinity is how much damage you can do for your evocation spells. So, and channeling is your mana regeneration rate. So I'm really gimping myself as a DPS mage by doing this. But my goal is to have a drake or a wyvern, you know, to be doing majority of my damage. And then my damage that I would do with my magery would be supplemental. But I definitely want to be able to manifest, which is healing, gating, marking ruins, resurrection. So I really need to get my manifestation up. And it seems to be stuck at 70.4. I do not know why. But even casting cloak repeatedly. See if I can get a skill gain. Oh, I got one. See, it's really hard for it to go up. Out of all that casting, I gained 0.1 gain. Or maybe a 0.2. And I really need to burn through some of those treasure maps. Okay, so free creation, I would get 30 healing, 30 animal lore, and 30 taming. And then 10 of something else. 10 archery to start out with a bow. You can buy skills in town to get 30. So you can go to the trainer and get 30 vigor, 30 archery, I think you can train. So I believe you can train it up. You can also shoot the dummy for free skill gains. But if you want to be tamer, start out with 30 animal lore, animal taming. And you can start doing horses right off the bat. So you're going to want to work on horses until you can do brown bears. I have 217 beast hide. Yeah. Wish rigs would auto stack. Maybe someday things will just auto stack when you drop them in the bags, but as it is now, they don't do that. Alright, so I got my vendor started. I think that was my main goal today. Not really sure what else I have planned. I'd kind of like to work on my lock picker, but I'd also kind of like to work on getting some treasure maps completed. And I'm in the same dilemma with my treasure map hunter. Do I want to drop treasure map hunting and just keep lock picking, so I can max out all my other skills? Or do I want to pick 50 blocking, 50 armor, so I can keep 100 treasure map hunting, which I don't have. I have 45 currently. You know, let's do this. Let's go tame some rare mobs. Let's see if I can get them. So I'm probably not going to bring out my awesome gear. I'm just going to probably do... why can't I wear that? Oh, I guess you gotta right-click equip. Another +3 wisdom item there. I didn't know I had that on. me a little extra hit points. Alright, so mission is to go tame some crabs. And so basically I'll just be kind of a sitting duck. Let me let's see, frostbolt, lemongrass. So if I get attacked by somebody, I'll spam them with frostbolts. All right, so let's head out to go get a giant crab. Okay, so look, it turned nighttime and my guy's torch lit up. Very cool. I think I'm the only vendor holding a torch that I've seen so far. That'll attract some attention. Yeah, nobody else has like customized their vendor. It's one of the things you could do in your last update. Yeah, just putting a torch in his hand is pretty phenomenal. Yeah, none of the vendors I see are customized yet. A little surprised. I kind of wonder why people put fences around their property. That doesn't make sense. Like, get off my lawn. I can understand a fence in like a PvP area. A fence is a must. But non-PvP area, I don't get the fence. Somebody had 4 elks on them, killed them right there. I should go check out the guild house first. I think I might do that first. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll go check out the guild house, because Eclipse wanted me to go check it out again. So we'll see what they've done there. I'm sure they decorated it up. Looking awesome. And then we'll go try to tame a giant crab. Be right back. Alright, to the north. Oh yeah, I probably should have brought a little more reeds than I did, because I may have to like tame crabs to kill crabs to get the giant crab to show up. So it's probably a mistake for me not to bring more. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, nice lawn, bro. This is Slumville. That's kind of the thing I dislike about open world housing, is some areas look like they're just littered with houses. I'm gonna make sure I was going the right way. Okay, it should be like right up here somewhere. Is that it? No, that's not it. Oh wait, is this it? Wow, okay. It has changed so much I barely recognized it. Oh, jeez. Dude, this is elaborate. We need some lighting, though. And some torches. They should have torch wall mounts. Like, I should be able to put a torch on the ground and put it up in the wall. Make it stick out, and it should automatically light up at night. Just leaving clothes on the ground. Book up on the shelf. Statues. Nice little wood stove. That's cool. I like it. Goblets of wine. There's a lot of cool stuff now going on here. We got every crafting station here too, which is pretty neat. Alright, that was sweet. Guild house is super decked out now. You can even bind there and live out of it pretty much. Shit, I'm going the completely wrong way, too. I had the map turned around. So I got confused. Alright, I got a long journey to where the giant crab is. Love Trump. He definitely needs some love. Poor guy. People on their dumb fences. There's a dead tamer. That's not a good sign. That's going to be me in here in a moment. You know, I got so much fat loot on me, though. I'm gonna use it. Oh, I discovered a lich area? Interesting. Didn't even know there was such an area. Yeah, totally expect to die here. There's another dead person. I think the first time I came to this beach, I saw a giant crab. So I guess I was just super lucky. That crab tears the bear up. Really? Can the bear not kill the crab? Guy's a little protective of his taming spot, but I can understand why. Groovy, groovy. I'm loving the game. I have 4 different characters. This is my main, which is a mage tamer. I have an alt that is no, let's take this spot. I have an alt that is like a lockpicker, treasure hunter, warrior, and another alt that's a stealther archer fighter. So I'm playing all, and I have my last character is a crafter, harvester. I'm working on carpentry first. So I have a lot of things going on. I got a house, the property, just put up a vendor. There's a lot of things to do in this game. I wonder if I'm going to get any beast mastery from doing this. Alright, so I wonder how long it takes for another crab to spawn. Seems like there's 2 spawn spots on this beach. The one that he was at, and then this one here. The one he was at seems to spawn a lot quicker. He said like 1 in 100 crab is a giant crab. Seems like quite a few people are being able to get drakes. I took a break from taming. After I hit 80, I took like a 2-week break and made 2 different other characters. I'm kind of glad I did. I probably would have been able to tame drakes by now, or wyverns, but you know what? This hold is sitting here waiting for crabs to spawn, and crabs is the only viable option really to get there. There's only one real good crab spot, which is the spot he's at that has a continuous flow of crabs. It seems like they should make a little more crab action happening. I guess, I mean, that's not too long. But that is, I mean, what was that, like less than 5 minutes for sure. My toes are sticking out. Yeah, it has to be pretty tedious. I think I'm going to wait for one more crab, and then I'll probably bail out. This isn't really want to do. I mean, I do want to do this, but not right now. It's pretty bad too. I'm at like 87.3 taming now. And these crabs, I can tame them pretty easily. And the first two, as you could see, I don't think I even gained any skill. I pretty much just tamed them right away and had to release them. So hopefully, luckily, the next one will be a giant crab, but I'm not going to hang out and wait for 100 spawns. I think the other hard one to get that I'd like to get is a dire bear as well. So I have the dire wolf. That one's challenging. Hey Lenny. So I have 7 picked out right now, but I'm planning to limit channeling and magic affinity to 50-50, which will allow me to do everything else to 100. So I think that's going to be my choice for now. 50 channeling. I just lowered it to give myself some breathing room. my 80 magic affinity I'll have to lower eventually as well. Okay, there's a crab. So that was like 3 minutes. So that's how long it takes to cook a crab. 3 minutes. No, I think it's more like 10 minutes, but still. Still, it says I have no chance at taming these guys, but I still seem to tame them pretty quick. I guess I was just maybe unlucky on the first one. Yeah, so magic affinity, the only thing that it does is increases damage. So I could drop it all the way down to nothing if I wanted to. Yay, got a gain, got a gain. It's a lot easier than letting my bear kill it. Alright, so 3 minutes isn't that long. I think I'm gonna wait for one more spawn. So if anybody watching is kind of on the fence about getting this game, I know they keep delaying the Steam launch, but you can get into the game right now. I think the cheapest price you can get in is $30. I do have an affiliate store that does sell founder packs still. All 3 founder packs, I believe, are still available. If you do !LOA in chat, you'll get a link to my affiliate store. If you use my code CGTV, I believe you get a small discount off that purchase. You get emailed the codes pretty quickly, and you can jump in the game. Currently, there is 2 US servers, and there is 1 Euro server. There's also a bunch of private servers that you can play on too as well, which is one of the features of this game. Eventually, they're going to be providing the tools for other people to do that as well. So there'll be communities with custom rule sets, etc., and so forth, maybe even custom maps you'll be able to play on. There's no subscription fee. They do plan on having a cosmetic store where you can buy cosmetic items for your character to help support development. But if you really love these types of sandbox games, there's no really reason to wait. If you're feeling like jumping in and playing, you'll eventually be able to get your account linked up to your Steam account. So you will be able to play through the Steam client. Alright, so let's see what time it says. So they should be getting a Krabby Crab any minute, or any second now, not any minute. If it's on a 3-minute timer. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Lenny, what I typically do is I drag the, animal lore bonus. What I try to do is, once the direwolf spawns, is I try to pull it all the way outside over the wooden bridge. The fallen log bridge, and then that's where I end up taming it, is out there. I wish you could eat the crab. I'd tame it and then eat it. Unfortunately, the corpse does twinkle, but you can't harvest anything off the crab, which I think is unfortunate because there is a cooking skill. So currently there is no reason to tame crabs besides getting taming skill and animal lore. Yeah, and the grizzly's the weak one. I was kind of hoping this was going to be a giant crab. The guy next door said 1 in 100 spawns is a giant crab. So a 1% chance that a giant crab will spawn. So the beast in this game is the scorpion. The giant scorpion is the first one you can get. Then you can get a giant beetle. Then I believe it's the... After that, I believe it's the giant spider thing. And then it's the dire wolf. Then it's the giant crab and the dire bear. Yeah, the grizzly compared to this crab, the crab will kick its ass. I have to heal the grizzly bear. I mean, but look at this crab, dude. That thing's nasty. I wonder how many crabs you can have at once. Because an army of crabs would be better than an army of grizzly bears, I think. Huntress spider, yeah. I tamed the crab. Alright, so I'm going to do a test. I'm going to keep the crab tamed. Let's do this last test. I'm going to keep this crab tamed and see if another crab spawns in 3 minutes. Yeah, so I have 80.5 Beast Mastery right now, and I was using 4 Grizzlies. And I was doing it on Trolls, I believe. I feel like I need to go to a higher spawn now. The crab's ignoring me. There. So my animal lore is 86.8. The crab doesn't always want to listen. Because if you can have 4 crabs, I think that would be better than 4 grizzlies. know you can't have 4 giant crabs, but I mean, considering that I had to heal my grizzly to help him kill the crab. Yeah, exactly. I wish it displayed where that was. I mean, that's what they're called, slots. And you can also call them points. Okay, yeah, so in about the same amount of time, whether I... Too many creatures. Okay, let's release... Oh, no, not release. Dismiss. Still too many creatures. Can't control that many creatures. Okay. So these must be 3. These must be 3 slots each. Or Grandmaster Animal Lore should be able to ride animals. Grandmaster Beast Mastery should be able to ride beasts. That would be cool. My crook is in danger of being destroyed. Man, this high-level taming business really takes a toll on your crook. Holding it up in the air like that, super damaging. So I can't imagine doing this to 100. This is the only beach where the giants spawn. They don't spawn on the other beach. Pretty sure they don't. Yeah, it's mind-numbing. After this one, I'm probably going to bail out and be done. Been streaming over a little 2 hours here, so I might end my stream. I might come back later tonight, 6 p.m. standard my time, but it really depends. I've kind of adjusted my stream schedule a little bit. I was streaming every day. Now I've kind of changed it to Monday, Wednesday, Friday for sure, Saturday and Sunday possibly, and then other days, you know, maybe. I was feeling like a little too committed to doing it every day. and I need to back off a little bit from my schedule, but I'm gonna keep on streaming, keep on keeping on. Especially in the winter time. It's really cold right now and it's raining. I'm not going fishing today. This one's giving me a hard time. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lenny. Oh no, it's a guy's gonna kill me! No! Oh no, he got all my good stuff. Yeah, I looted a torch. Ooh. Yeah, I got my thief shirt. Oh yeah, +1 necklace. Wow, look at all that stuff you got. You're rich now. Yeah, I mean, Grizzly wouldn't have done much anyway. And I was mainly just testing that spot, so I didn't really lose anything. He got like a silver of reagents off me. It's like, that was totally worth it, dude. It sucks to be that poor and that desperate, if you know what I mean. I mean, you can make more silver being at a graveyard than spending time coming to do that to me. Oh, such a waste of time. It makes me smile how pathetic that was. Oh, I'm not worried about it being quieter. I like that interaction. I do like that about this game. I want those players to be in this game, and that's why that's why I put myself at that risk. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, basically I just got to buy myself another set of clothes and a crook, and I'm ready to go again. I got so much money, it don't matter. Giant crab spawned. I don't think the giant crab attacks. They just stand there. Oops, I want that. Okay, I'm back and ready to go again. Oh, I left my region bag at my house. So I have to go there to stock up on reagents. It don't matter though. Yeah, HIPAA. I was just in an open PvP spot. So 80% of the world is open full loot PvP. 20% of the world is guarded zones. You can put your house in a guarded zone. You can put your house in the wilderness. So yeah, I was just out there taming on a beach where it's not protected, and a stealther came up and stabbed me down and took all my stuffs. Yeah, it's super cool. If you're interested in joining the game, type !LOA. You can still get founder packs from my affiliate store. If you use my code CGTV, you do get a small discount. So it's the only place you can currently get founder packs still. It's going to be launching on Steam, I believe, on the 18th. They keep pushing it back, but it's because they keep fixing things and kind of fixing it up. So here's my house. I got my vendor set up today. I'm pretty happy with that situation. I'm going to keep adding more stuff to my vendor. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scratching that itch for me. And that's one of the things I've really enjoyed about it, is that it's similar to Ultima, but it's not exactly the same. It's different. So it's similar enough for me to get that same kind of enjoyment. And, but it's different enough to where I'm still feel like I'm exploring things new and trying out new and exciting things. All right, so I'm all ready to go back to that spot and try for more giant crabs. But I'm at my pretty much over my streaming limit. I try to keep it at two hours or so or less. Today I went a little over, 2.5 hour stream. So I appreciate everyone hanging out with me, chatting it up. I appreciate the support. Check all the links below my channel to help support the stream. I do have an affiliate store. I have a gear store where you can get gear with my logo on it. I also have a donation link. All the donations and proceeds and commissions that I get through the channel, I put back in the channel. Like I just replaced my camera that broke. There's a couple things that I want to replace to make the gaming experience and the streaming experience a lot better for everyone. So I do appreciate the support. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me and chatting up. I most likely will be back later tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is about my general streaming time. But weekends is kind of hit and miss for me. I do have a channel up on Twitch that has more information, as in my schedule and supporting links and all those types of things. So again, I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today, enjoying the adventure, and we will see you next time.